I have been captivated by ancient Egypt since I was a young child. In my elementary school library, there was a small section about ancient Egypt consisting of no more than 20 books. I must have been in 2nd or 3rd grade when I discovered it and spent several months huddled in the corner of the library in solitary concentration as I was transported to the distant land of Egyptian gods, pharaohs, and pyramids during our class's weekly 20-minute library visits. After I graduated from college over 25 years ago, I realized my dream of visiting Egypt. 2 of my friends and I joined a 10-day tour to Egypt. We visited the pyramids of Giza, the Valley of the Kings, sailed in a fluke on the Nile River, happened upon a wedding party in the streets of Old Cairo, rode camels and camped under the stars in the western desert, and took an overnight train from Cairo to Luxor and discovered the secret of the desert. Almost every Egyptian we met along the way used to sing, Inshallah, in response to various situations in which the outcome was yet to be determined. For example, will the bus arrive on time? Inshallah. Will we see each other again? Inshallah. Will tomorrow come? Inshallah. The phrase means God willing. A comparable statement for an atheist might be who knows, or let's see, or whatever one believes determines, controls, or influences the future. We arrived in Cairo after an overnight flight from Johannesburg and headed directly to our Airbnb in New Cairo. For those who know Shanghai, as Puxi is to Old Cairo, Pudong is to New Cairo. The apartment had an oversized living room, open kitchen, and dining area. The entire apartment looked recently renovated. The kitchen had a large center island and looked Arab chic with black and gold cabinets. The living room had multiple seating areas, lots of open floor space, and a muted gray color palette with splashes of yellow. The dining table could be extended to comfortably seat all of us. Each of the bedrooms was comfortably laid out and had an ensuite bathroom. When Waipo and Jojo arrived a few hours after we did, the kids lavished them with the handmade gifts they made for them during our last weeks in South Africa. The gifts included creative games, artwork, mini books, and letters in Chinese for Waipo. They spent so much time preparing these gifts using their creativity, time, and 2 hands to express their love for their Waipo and Jojo. We enjoyed a meal in the mall across the street at a restaurant called 2 Spoons that specialized in huge Egyptian and Turkish-style breakfast. A highlight was the shakshuka, poached egg cooked in a tomato, bell pepper, and onion sauce served in a bread bowl. We weren't expecting such large portions, and we had enough food left over for breakfast the next morning. In the same mall, there's a place called Kids Castle. There are separate activity rooms inside where kids can climb on a jungle gym, role play with costumes, or a toy kitchen, play kinetic sand, make slime, and get their face pointed. Ellen especially loved it and asked to go back more than once. A short walk from the apartment, we happened upon a Chinese restaurant called Xiangalila, which we were all keen to try. It was run by a family from Gansu, and he seemed as pleased to see us as we were to see him. We ordered dumplings with beef and green onion and Xinjiang-style hand-pulled noodles and beef broth. We would normally have dumplings with a pork-based filling, but pork is non-existent in Egypt because over 90% of the population is Muslim and pork is forbidden in Islam. Even with beef filling, the dumplings still tasted delicious and the meal really hit home. Close by, we came across a grand-looking restaurant that we later learned from our waiter is a Syrian restaurant. We ordered everything that our waiter suggested and enjoyed a lavish feast where every dish was extremely delicious. We had rotisserie chicken, fried chicken with crispy skin, mixed meat platter with kofta and kebab, stuffed grape leaves, salad, rice, Syrian pastries, and even Syrian pizza. After exhausting days of touring, we were thankful to benefit from the efficient delivery system through Talabat, similar to Ulama in China. We enjoyed home delivery meals of many local favorites like koshari, shawarma, kofta, falafel, makluba, and others. Our family favorite in Egypt is koshari, which is also Egypt's national dish. It's a hearty dish made with a mixture of rice, pasta, lentils, chickpeas, and topped with tomato sauce. We spent over a week in Cairo and were thankful to have a peaceful haven to which we could escape from the frenetic environment of the city. The huge apartment gave everybody in the family their own space to work, relax, get over jet lag, and be together. Without skipping a beat, Waipo and Jojo were recruited to help with the children's learning time. This took some of the pressure off of me and Leo, and plus, all of the kids love learning with Waipo and Jojo. During any downtime, the kids could always occupy themselves with some kind of creative play, like make-believe play with figurines, drawing, making costumes, and crafting handmade things from cardboard and other materials we could find.